Hey everybody, welcome to Disneyopolis. I'm Bryan. We are back at City Hall for another fantastic show. I got my pal Paper Duffy. Oh, he's hanging out with the other Mickeys. He's playing them one against the other. Actually, I think the fact that the clapboard says that he thinks he's the director, we're going to let him live the life, live the fantasy. Anyway, Paper Duffy's here. Today's show, attractions that need some love. I love Walt Disney World. I love Disneyland. I love all things Disney, quite obviously. And one of the cool things that we were looking at some topics in our meetings to see what it is we're going to talk about. And somebody on the staff said, hey, let's talk about attractions that need some love. And I said, what do you mean need some love? Like need refurbishment? And they said, no. Attractions that are at Walt Disney World, but maybe don't get as much traffic as other rides, you know, like the big headliners, like say Seven Dwarfs Mine Train or Splash Mountain or Mission Space or Soarin'. What are some of those? And so we thought, why not? What a great show. So let's just jump right into it. The first one, the first attraction that we feel that needs some love, that doesn't see as much traffic as we feel like it should be, is a family favorite for my family, and it is Carousel of Progress. Is it old? Yes. Is it somewhat kind of corny? Absolutely. But it is a must-do for my family. We love going to Carousel of Progress. We love pointing out the things we already know what they're going to say. We love the dog. We just love the progression into into each new time that Carousel of Progress was set in. As the introduction to the ride tells you, this is something that Walt Disney had a hand in and was very passionate about. And so again, this is a great ride if for no other reason than, as you all know, Walt Disney World gets kind of hot, and it's a great opportunity to just sit down. There's never a crowd, unfortunately, in my opinion, but it's nice and cool. It's got some time to it. You know, it's a little bit more lengthy than some other attractions, and it's fun. It's whimsical and takes you back from the past into what they think would be the future. And of course, the Carousel of Progress is just that. It is a carousel, meaning you actually move around the attraction. It's really neat, and some really great technology involved with that too. And I think, honestly, it holds up incredibly well. So Carousel of Progress is our first Disney attraction, Walt Disney World attraction, that we feel like really could use some love. Up next, Ellen's Energy Adventure. This used to be the old Universe of Energy, and then when Ellen DeGeneres became popular in the early 90s, they teamed her up with another person who was popular during the early 90s, Bill Nye the Science Guy. And it's actually really a lot of fun. It's it's a look at energy. It just is. It's funny. It's not as relevant. When I say relevant, I mean the jokes and everything aren't as relevant. Obviously, the thematic material is, but this is an attraction that I think is still enjoyable, still fun. I would actually like to see this one actually get an update. Maybe put Ellen and, I don't know, Neil deGrasse Tyson in there. That was something we discussed in our meeting. But again, it's a lot of fun. To me, Ellen's always funny, and Bill Nye the Science Guy tends to really know his stuff. And it's, again, a great opportunity. It's got a nice, decent length. You can actually go in there. I've heard people say they'll go to Ellen's Energy Adventure just to take a nap. Yeah, you could do that if you need a quick rest in the parks. But it's still a lot of fun. Stands up on its own. Ellen's Energy Adventure. Up next, Living with the Land. After my beloved Maelstrom went away, this has become my favorite secret hidden gem in Walt Disney World. It's a slow-moving ride. It's on water. It's educational. It's all the things that Epcot originally was when they first opened back in 1982. Edutainment, as it were. And it's really interesting, and it never gets old, telling the story of how we've interacted with the land for hundreds, thousands, or more years. In addition to that, it's really, really interesting, especially when you go in and you see some of the things that are being done with the plants and the animals. Living with the land, again, it's always a must-do. We like to go right after we see Soarin', and again, if you use touring plans, it usually will route you that way if you're trying to tour Epcot. So, again, Living with the Land. Up next, the Grand Fiesta Tour starring the Three Caballeros. This is always a lot of fun. Again, this is a hidden attraction for me that not a lot of people go on. As a matter of fact, the last time we were at Walt Disney World, there were so few people there. We just asked them, rather than getting off, can we just stay on and hit the ride again? And they said, yeah, you can do that. So we did. I love the Three Caballeros in particular. As I've mentioned many times on this show, I'm a big fan of Donald Duck and how cranky he can be. And, you know, just how things happen to him and around him. Again, that's always really a lot of fun. So the Grand Fiesta Tour starring the Three Caballeros. I love the theming. I love the music. It's colorful. It's fun. And again, it's very calming, comfortable attraction. The Enchanted Tiki Room. This was one that Walt Disney had a personal hand in when he opened Disneyland, and it still holds up incredibly well. It's been through a couple of iterations. One of those, of course, was the Enchanted Tiki Room under new management, where they tried to work in Iago from the Aladdin movies. And it was okay, but there's just something about the charm of the original one. It's not so much a ride as it is an attraction. You just go and you sit and see a bunch of audio animatronics interacting. But the show's fun. The birds are colorful. The music's quite memorable. If you don't walk out singing, the Tiki 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 Room by the time you're done, then you had earplugs in or you were asleep, which, by the way, is also another great place to catch a nap. Just calling it for what it is. Again, the Enchanted Tiki Room at Walt Disney World. And then finally, my favorite attraction that I feel like needs some love. This was a headliner attraction probably about 10 years ago, and now it's just another thing that's there. I would love to see more people go to it. It's Mickey's PhilharMagic. To me, this is wonderful. It's one of the largest seamless projection screens in the world. I know it's not anymore, but basically what they've done is they've taken all these wonderful movies, and of course they put my favorite Donald Duck in the middle of them, and he's trying to get back Mickey's Sorcerer's Apprentice hat that he's taken, and he shouldn't have. But they do a lot of really neat things with it. Of course, the sound is wonderful. It's big. It's a huge auditorium. It's 3D, so even for guys with glasses like me, this is one I can really enjoy. You find yourself reaching out for the different things that approach you on the screen, and they enhance it too. Call it 4D by things like different smells, different scents, air blowing at you, water being splashed on you. Again, it's just wonderful. There's never any kind of a wait for it. Even if there are a lot of people in the queue, it never seems to fill up the whole, the whole auditorium. I know it seats quite a few people, so give it a try. Give it a whirl. If you haven't ever gone, it's worth doing. If you have gone before, go back and relive it. It's a lot of fun. Again, these are attractions that I just felt like needed a little love. It's a great idea a member of the staff came up with. If you've got ideas of some attractions that you think might need some additional love, put them in the comment section below. We would love to hear from you. We'll do this show again because it's a fantastic show and there are a lot of things to do at Walt Disney World. Nonetheless, thank you so much for showing up today. As always, please rate us by giving us a thumbs up. Leave your comments below, and please subscribe. We love hearing from our viewers. We love knowing that you're on board with us and following us. That way you also get the updates anytime we come out with a new show. Again, we are everything Disney all the time. We are Disneyopolis, and we'll see you next time.